So today we are playing the Ranger and we have a super fun, awesome build with King Goobert and big ball of treats to give King Goobert a chance to activate twice, allowing us to scale up our damage with our magic torch and letting our pets steal, poison and damage our opponents just like this. They have 2 King's Crown to protect their buffs, which is actually really awesome. Our squads are going to be doing very little to them, but we have scaled up crazy amounts of damage. And yeah, but hey, check this run out and let me know what you think of this build. Okay, let's go and jump into some ranked games with the Ranger and see just what I can do today. Okay, I will be taking a broom since it's on sale. I'm going to buy the dagger too. I'm going to buy the garlic. Now we could craft up a shovel here. But honestly, I'm not a big fan of the shovel. So I'm not going to be taking it. Now, do we craft up a torch? Yeah, I think we craft up a torch. We take a whetstone. Let's add in our garlic. Now, it's just a great opener. Honestly, not the best. I would love a banana because their stamina is going to be 1.4. Dagger's not going to be terribly great DPS, but let's go ahead and run it anyway. We'll see. Can we beat the Prime Minister? They're going to have 12 more max HP than this. If you faced anybody else here, we would have an easier time beating them down because actually we got crazy lucky. Because we would have bursted them down a lot quicker than any other class. Now, we could go for Hungry or Claws of Attack here, which I'm kind of leaning towards here, so I'm going to be selling our broom. Let's go ahead and add this in here. And let's go ahead and add in our Walrus Tusk. Which means I am going to be taking a big old banana. And do we lose some crit chance and accuracy? Or do we lose our garlic here? I think I'm going to lose the garlic. So I'm going to reserve the leather bag as we continue on. Craft over Claws Attack, have our dagger in. Maybe go for a magic torch here. We'll see though. We are going to begin another Ranger to craft up that shovel. It's going to be close. But yeah, smash it here. Just pausing the video here very quickly just to ask you to subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. We managed to pull ahead. Really awesome. Got a Claws of Attack. I'm actually going to switch this here. So that's getting the value from our whetstone. Really awesome here. I will be taking another bag. And I will be rolling here. I'm going to be rolling. Then we could craft up a Tusk Poker as well, which I'm thinking about doing here. Which means I'm going to move this around just a little bit so we can add in our garlic. Speed up our banana while also giving us damage mitigation. I'm going to be taking our Walrus Tusk. I'm actually going to take a Cap Resilience as well. These Cap Resilience is going to be super important. Because we've been facing a lots of burst builds. And caps are basically our best counter to them. So we'll see. Can we beat this Berserker? Yeah. Smashing here. We should have pretty decent DPS right now. We're going to be crafting up that Tusk Poker. We are 2 gold short for this. So we can always buy more storage. Let's take our Cap Resilience next round. And I think we just move on. We keep it going. Unfortunately, this is looking quite scary with 4 bows. Or 3 bows. And a wooden sword. And a wooden buckler. For that damage mitigation. But yeah. Smashing here. Managed to pass him out. Okay, so we have a couple of options here. We could take the leather armor to keep us alive that little bit longer. We could take the box of riches to find some gemstones. We could also take the acorn collar for some crit chance. I think I'm going to settle for the box of riches for the gemstones, and I think we come back for the acorn collar here. Or we could take the acorn collar, sell the whetstone. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Now that means we can't get a Cap Resilience until next round. So let's not waste any time. Let's move on. Now we could have actually rolled looking for some gemstones because we only got that a little bit stronger with that crit chance. But that's a lot of crit chance on a lot of different weapons, which should be overall a lot more damage. And yeah, smashed here. We'll see. We're going to be getting our Cap Resilience. We could also take that dragon. But I don't think we're going to be doing that. Do we want a fanny pack? No, I'm going to be looking for some health pots. We could also craft up that stone helmet here. Which honestly I think we kind of have to do. It's just super important. Now we do also want to find a magic torch. So I might actually have to leave it for now. And roll. We could take a second box of riches. We could also craft up Fortuna's Hope if we find another bow, but let's roll. Pineapple for some spike stacking. Actually, I think we're going to have to settle for this. Yeah, it's going to increase our Claws of Attack speed. It's also going to increase our DPS significantly with spikes. Unless we go up against ranged weapons. It's also... yeah, should be pretty decent. Attack speed on our claws of attack is 1.3, 1.2, and our stamina is gone because of the shield, which is a little bit rough here. But still, working pretty well. Now we could take Goobert here. Kind of interesting trying to go King Goobert here. We do need to find King's Crown though. We could take Goobert, we could sack... we could honestly sack the dagger. Dagger's not going to be doing very little right now. We could add this in here. We could have good old Goobert in this position. We probably want our torch here. Box of Riches needs to be in. We also need blueberries, which means we're going to need this mana orb. We also need our caprazillions in. So maybe we get rid of our garlic. Fit our banana in here so we could have our cap or have our box of riches in, be super greedy. Now, do we lose our crit chance? Well, let's sell our garlic, let's sell our dagger, let's take our mana orb. And let's add you in for now. Because no matter what, we're going to be needing our banana in. More than anything, mana orb doesn't need to go in right now because we have no use for mana. We could have our setup to be like this, but then we even lose even more crit chance on our other weapons. Then we could also do this. Because honestly, our blueberries is not going to be too great here. So we could even take out the blueberries and have this setup. I think that's probably going to be our best setup for right now. And I think we just move on. Now we do want to find a help pot here to craft up that magic torch. We're going to be trying King Goobert's big ball of treats here, which is going to be turbo nuts, but we kind of have to make it there. And unfortunately, we are getting turbo deleted by Pandemonium or Reaper. Yeah, unfortunately, just too much poison second. With that being said, we could go Piercing Arrow here for massive crit damage. But big ball of treats into King Goobert here sounds amazing. It really, really does. Now we could go Aegis of Leaf for a magic torch here, which is just crazy, crazy good. And it's probably the right play to do. But I'm going to go Beastmaster anyway. We got a Hedgehog, which I'm not too crazy fan about. We do have Spike Scale, so I'm actually going to be taking it anyway. Let's go ahead and slot you in here for now. Add you back in. Which means we can't exactly take you. We need a blueberry to be sitting here then as well. Let's add in our caprazillions. Gonna reserve the Hedgehog and I'm gonna roll here. Twice. More blueberries. Fantastic. Squirrel. Gonna be awesome. But the problem is, we're not finding that helper. Let's take our blueberries. Let's call it a day. Let's continue on. Now we could have bought that topaz, but yeah, we probably should have took topaz and put it in our helmet to prevent those stuns. It's a low chance, but it stays those stuns all the same. And we are stacking up a bunch of buffs with our big ball of treats. We're stacking with those spikes with our pineapple here. But our opponent does have a battle rage. DR healing back up. And I think it's just going to be that little bit too much for us. Yeah, unfortunately. It is. A rat is going to be super awesome too. Let's take our squirrel. Let's take our hedgehog here. Which is going to take out Tuskbucker. Actually move you over here so we can have a rat in this position. We take out our mana orb so we can add in our hedgehog too. That being said, let's add you in. I'm going to sell this little gemstone so we can roll. Looking for a help pot, which we kind of need to buy right now. Which I'm really, really tempted in selling our box of riches. Even tempted to sell our Tuskbucker here. We could even sell our cap of resilience here. It's that important to craft it up. We kind of need to craft it up this round. We could even sell a squirrel or a rat. Or even a hedgehog here. So we're at a bit of an impasse. Cap resilience is going to be super important. It's going to prevent us from dying to those big burst spells. So I think we actually have to get rid of squirrel here. So I think we kind of have to get rid of hedgehog here then. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to get rid of hedgehog here. Which means we're going to have our setup like this. Let's craft up our mana torch because we are going to be potentially losing another round here. But then once we get our magic torch, we should be a lot stronger. So I'll reserve the fanny pack because we are in dire need of some storage here. So let's move on. With two weapons, our stamina is not going to be much of an issue, especially with a claws of attack and a torch here. So it should be pretty good because the pineapple is going to increase the speed of our claws of attack. We're going to be stealing our opponent's buffs. And yeah, this is why we need the caprazillions in to go up against these hammer dagger bulls. But so far, I was going to say not looking too bad, and yeah. Unfortunately, just smashed this. And actually, we got craziness right now. Yeah, we should have got craziness right now. Well, we're going to be taking this. That's going to be a fact. We're going to have to craft up this King's Crown, We're also going to be taking good old Fanny back here, because we are going to be increasing the speed of our big bowl of treats. And potentially our banana here. That being said, we can add a rat in this position. We can also add a squirrel in. That being said, we kind of want these mana orbs. We're going to be taking more blueberries. We're going to be rolling. And we really, really want this ladder bag. That being said, we do want 3 weapons here. Do we roll with this? Do we change our setup? Squirrel is not in super optimal position. Also, this acorn color is out in the wild. It's not going to be doing anything here. What we could do is remove our squirrel, add in our helmet, add in our crit chance. Okay, so we're going to have our setup like this. We're going to be crafting up our magic torch. We're going to be crafting up our king's crown. We're going to be crafting up our King Goobert. The only problem is we don't exactly have good gems here. So we're going to need to find another box of riches here. We could reserve this chips sapphire, but right there we are severely under storaged here. And yeah, let's just move on. Let's craft it up. We have definitely a high percentage losing, especially going to begin Excalibur Deerwood Guardian with cheese already. Which is kind of nuts compared to what they have, compared to what we have. It looks like they have crazy, crazy value. Which is looking turbo insane. We did get our invulnerability from our glowing crown. But yeah, it's not even going to be close. Yeah, there was no chance that we would ever have won that. We're going to be crafting up our King's Goobert. We finally have our magic torch. We're going to be scaling up our damage significantly now. Let's go and take our leather bag. Let's go and take our mana orb. And let's go and take this as we roll. There's a hedgehog. Okay, but for now, we are going to be wanting to add this down here. So we can have our banana slotted in here so we can have our blueberries going turbo nuts. We can add a rat back in. Now, do we exactly even need this mana orb? We probably shouldn't have bought this one. Because we'll want a mana orb here, especially with the flawed sapphire here as well. And 2 blueberries here, we should be able to sustain our mana significantly. That being said, we could add our squirrel down here. I think we might actually want to add our squirrel in. Down there. We can add in our mana orb disposition. That will help us get to that invulnerability that a little bit faster. Let's add you in. Like this, craft you up, and then have you in our helmets to resist those stuns. And unfortunately, we kind of have to move on. Now, do we take another blueberries for even more mana generation? I think so. Next one, we're going to be getting King Gooberts. So we'll see. Can we survive with good old King Goobert? We are going to begin Firebender, which they're going to be stacking up a bunch of heats. They'll be doing massive damage. We got that invulnerability. Coming in as we scale up our damage here. And so far, looking like, yeah, smashing here. We pass him here. Really, really awesome. DPS check, not terribly great. But right now, we got good old King Goobert, which has chance to trigger twice. So with that being said, we are going to be taking this fanny back. We're going to be needing that. And we're going to have our setup to be like this. Making our magic torch here trigger that faster. We're going to be adding in another ball. Now, we're going to have to sort out our inventory here just a little bit again. Okay, so we managed to get our setup to be like this. Getting a max value on our Goobert as much as we can. Mana orbs in a terrible position. It's basically every time our magic torch hits, we have a 50% chance to gain mana. With that being said, are we going to be taking Hedgehog here? Or are we going to be taking a Capital here? We should be taking our Hedgehog here because it's going to be more DPS. Now, do we take more blueberries? I think we are going to take it, and I think we're going to roll here. Now, we could take a Rats. We're going to want that as well, and we're going to be wanting to roll here. That being said, is the Rats going to be better, or is the Hedgehog going to be better? Let's add in our blueberries for now. Actually, let's add it down here. And let's call it a day for now. We move on. We'll see if this is going to be enough. Also, we have our 2 flawed sapphires in our King Goobert's head. So every time we stack up some mana, we start getting some armor with that invulnerability, which is going to be amazing. It's going to be healing us crazy, crazy amounts. And yeah, King Goobert with big ball of treats. He's just going to be flat amazing here. It's just going to be crazy, crazy good. So let's go ahead, let's take a stamina sack, and let's go ahead and start adding in some rats. Let's just fill our backpack full of rats. And yeah, let's just continue moving on. Actually, I kind of want to slow down this next fight, because I want to see just how fast our blueberries are triggering. 3.5, 2.19, 2.2, 2.12. Which is not too bad here. We're scaling up our damage, we're keeping ourselves alive. This is a crazy looking build. Their fancy rapier is going to be scaling up damage like crazy. This build is literally bananas. Right now it is at 69 DPS. But we just have way too much sustain here. 69 DPS with a 0.4 cooldown here, which is kind of nuts. Definitely nuts. Okay, so I'm going to be taking a fanny pack. Now, can we increase the speed of our weapons right now? Let's go ahead and roll for now, though. I also do want to take a stone skin potion here. Yes, I'm going to take this. Put a rat in it. Take a stone helmet here so we don't get bursted down. Now, I also want to take a second banana. Because their stamina is going to be 1.4, which is not terribly bad. Do we actually want to take some value with this banana here? I think we just roll. Okay, another mana orb. Do we exactly want another mana orb? Also, we could have this way. Well, first of all, let's take another fanny pack. Because we're going to be wanting our rats. And like this. We could also do it this way. Yeah, we probably should have it that way. Have our rats in this position. Which means you kind of have to wait around for this rat. Now we want a squirrel to be stealing some buffs as we heal back up. More crit chance. I don't exactly know if we want more crit chance. We definitely want squirrels to be stealing everyone's buffs. And we'll see. Can we keep up with this Pyromancer who has the Dancing Dragon here with the Firebender? They are stacking up quite a bit of heat here actually. We have tons of mana. But our damage is going turbo nuts here, yeah. Smashing here. And we survived with 2 lives left here. But let's go ahead and continue on. Seeing just what we can do. We've got our stone helmet here. Now we could get rid of our claws of attack. Our tusk poker here. Go fancy fencing rapier to be scaling up even more. That's one way to increase our damage. But it does mean we have to sort our mana, our stamina out. Because the stamina is pretty low on our weapons right now. I think we're just going to take Squirrel and we are going to be rolling here. Now we could go for Belladonna's Whisper. But I don't think we exactly want to do that now either. We could go Glowing Crown to be getting that invulnerability again. I'm not sure if we even want that. Now we could take more blueberries. I think we are going to take it. Drawn sale for 2, so we're going to be taking it. We're going to be taking another leather bag. Let's go ahead and add in our rats. Let's go ahead and add in our squirrels. Do we want a squirrel to be triggering faster than our rat? Potentially. Add in our blueberries. 3 gold left. Let's go ahead and roll. Let's continue roll. Another squirrel. Another leather bag. And I'm actually going to reserve another soul skin potion. We do want more pineapple for more spike stacking. It would increase our hedgehog's DPS. If we had more hedgehogs here. I know we sold one. But it would increase the damage here significantly. It also increase our claws of attack speed significantly. So I think we take it. We've 4 rounds to go. We have a lot of items to buy next round. Not enough money to buy them all, potentially, but we'll see. Can we beat this Reaper to have actually crazy amounts of HP? They're going to be healing back up infinitely. They have 2 King's Crown to protect their buffs, which is actually really, really awesome. They're going to be, our squads are going to be doing very little to them, but we have scaled up crazy amounts of damage. And yeah, just went insane on him. 100% crit chance. Nuts here. Generally awesome. Let's go ahead and take our leather bag. I do want a squirrel, but I also want a pineapple here. We'll be taking a pineapple, which means we can't exactly fit in the squirrel. The helmet, or the stone skin potion is not going to be doing too much. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to roll here twice. Could take another rats, we're going to be taking. And let's take another stamina sack. That being said, we need another cap to actually make use of this. But we have the space, so we might as well put it in for now. Is there any better setup we could have? We could be making better use of these fanny packs. Rather than 2 rats. So actually, we'll move this down. Making better use of this. Like so. Making our big ball trees give us more buffs here. We can also make a fanny pack for our magic torch here. So we managed to move our setup to be around. So now our fanny pack is with a magic torch as well. Which is basically the weapon we want to be increasing the most. That's going to be scaling damage. Also, we should potentially have this in our helmet. But we do want this in our weapon to be attacking that a little bit faster. Because the faster this attacks, the more scaling we do. That being said, increasing the attack speed of 2 weapons here is going to increase our stamina quite significantly here. So we might run out of stamina. Especially if we come across someone with a shield. But we'll see. We'll have to move on. Definitely want another cap stone helmet here. To prevent it being bursted down. We are going to begin King Goobert's turn blue here, they're going to be scaling up max HP. They have crazy damage output. We are scaling build, so King Goobert is going to be awesome for that invulnerability. But unfortunately, they just outpaced us here. Especially how much poison is stacked up with all the spikes they spiked up with the poison IV. And yeah, the crazy amounts of HP. Their build, just overall solid. So, we're going to be taking our stamina stack. And we could potentially move this like this to get more mana. To be trying to stack up some buffs here. We could also take a carrot to be stacking up some power. Which I might do. That being said, I don't think we take another rat. Do we take a squirrel? We'll take the one on sale. Let's roll again. Let's roll again. There's that cap I do really want. There's a hedgehog, which is going to be a decent amount more DPS for us. Right now, can we afford to take the helmets? It is the last round to craft up, so this is going to be doing nothing unless we actually take this helmet. So we could sell both these here. That's 5 gold. Not enough here. So unfortunately, I don't think we can afford to take this then. I think we just sell it. Which means you can't exactly get our cap resilience. Which means, do we sell our squirrel and just take the hedgehog here? Yeah. That is exactly what I'm going to do here. We're going to fit you in. Fit you in over here and then add a rat in this position, giving us a little bit more mana. And also getting that crit chance as well. We should probably take a second acorn color and place it over here. To give crit chance to all our pets. But let's continue on. Like this for now. We could also be making better use of a ranger bag. Because we're going to have 100% crit chance with our acorn color. We don't exactly need it on our weapons. We could have had all our pets in our ranger bag over in this position. As of right now, can we beat each of those leaf here? Yeah. Actually, really awesome here. There's that acorn color, which we could slot in right now. Which I think I'm going to do. Now, I'm not going to take that helmet. We'll see if that's going to be a wrong decision. But we're going to be slotting this over here. Adding a rat in. Moving our helmet out. Slotting this over here so we can make our rats have crit chance here. Now, we do lose some mana scaling. And lose some trigger speed on our big ball of treats here. We do lose the value of this right now. But it should be okay. I'm going to continue rolling. There's another squirrel. There's another pineapple. We have 4 gold left. Is there anything we can sell to take it? Actually, we have 3 gold left. Is there anything else we can kind of sell to take it? Not really. Squirrels are awesome, but can't exactly take it. Another mana orb. Let's just waste our gold. 1 gold left. We could potentially take a rat here, but I think this is going to be our final setup right now. King Goobert, big ball of treats here. With magic torch into claws of attack into tusk poker. For that spike stacking. With some hedgehogs. Is just insane. Now, it would be a lot more insane if we actually had some good gems here. But unfortunately, we had to settle for 1 regular sapphire here. Which is giving us probably not that much armor, to be honest. We could also have this in to prevent 15% chance to resist stuns. And a 6% chance to prevent hits from being critical. But I think it's generally better in our magic torch for right now. Just to be increasing our scaling damage. Because we already have enough crazy tankiness from our King Goobert with that invulnerability. So let's go ahead and see, is this going to be enough here? Can we win or are we going to lose? Now we are going to be getting Excalibur here. Which they are going to be trying to outlast us here. They had the invulnerability. We've also used our invulnerability already. Use it again. We are looking pretty decent though. We're smashing down a good bit here. So far they are scaling their max HP, but yeah. Damage overall, really awesome here. Not crazy damage. 45 DPS, 25 DPS, and 16 DPS. With 90% crit chance on our hedgehogs, dealing that damage too. As you can see, our DPS towards the end, just lots of little damage overall. Kind of crazy. Healing as well. Look how crazy King Goobert healed. 20 healing per second. Kind of nuts here. But anyway, let's continue on. We managed to beat Excalibur here. Let's go ahead and see how much rank points we got. These are 2 lives left. Rank this up with plus 11. Really awesome. But anyways, King Goobert, big ball of treats, super awesome fun builds. Probably Beastmaster is one of my more favorite classes for the Ranger. I always find the pets super awesome, especially with Gooberts. But anyway, gonna leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope you keep a look out for the next one. See you next time.